In the heart of the resistance, you're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Some stations don't carry that first 5-minute segment, but Truth Patriot called in and talked about, and we never even really toot our horn on this, that if you type in Sean Hannity versus Alex Jones, or Rush Limbaugh versus Alex Jones, or Glenn Beck, or any of them in Google Trends, going back 3 years and accelerating, my name dwarfs them combined online for searches. It's the same thing in Alexa.com. You type in Infowars.com versus Rush Limbaugh's site and other sites. We are dwarfing him and Glenn Beck's sites combined. This is the big dirty secret. Look, every film I put on the web gets tens of millions of views now. Again, it isn't about Alex Jones, oh, look, you're a big star. Folks, I'm like asking to get murdered by these people. The system is scared of us. They hacked into our YouTube channel and deleted the Obama deception as it was going mega viral. You know, we're talking 100,000 views a day. We're talking exponential. We're talking accelerating. They understand. That's what the NSA does with all these snooping systems. That's what Google is an NSA keyword echelon software from the 80s. It is NSA. I told you that years ago. Now it's admitted. The NSA runs it. They go around with trucks grabbing your wireless data. They use microphones and cameras in your computer watching you. I mean, it's all mainstream news. No matter how insane that sounds, you can search it and find it for yourself outside of Alex Jones. Google tells you they're doing it. And so we're really having an effect. When we're beating Mel Gibson and Lindsay Lohan with their distractions, with the media distracting you with that, the system panicked. And we can use this like judo against them and show the fact that the system is panicking and is scared right now. This is so exciting what's happening. And, you know, I've got the courage to do this because I know we're not going to survive if we don't. So it's not really even courage. But remember, we're having an effect. We have power. Just this show itself is challenging the existing paradigm. What about everybody else out there? What are you doing? Take action today. Let's move quickly through calls. Gary in California, you're on the air.
Thanks, Alex, for waking me up. And since I found you a couple of years ago, I've handed out maybe 2,000, 2,500 of your movies. I basically say it's all the same movies. It's the movie of tyranny coming into our lives. And I'll tell you, my life's totally changed.
And you taking action is devastating them. We're not just fighting them on the web. We're fighting them person to person like you're doing. And I salute you.
I tell you, brother, the power that I've gotten from you has woken that ancient power of what people came here for. And I'll tell you, I push it every day. I'm moving out of L.A. now, and I'm going to somewhere where I got water, and I'm going to grow food, and I'm going to help other people, and I'm going to put up a radio station right in back at Camp Pendleton and blare your word out to them.
Well, when you talk about that ancient power of the human species infused with God's loving life and light, we are going to crush these people. And exactly, that's why the globalists hate me, is because I'm able to get people to look inward and see the power that they've got innately in themselves. As Gandhi said, every person has the seed of the universe in their soul. And if we just turn that power loose, nothing can stop us. That's all Gandhi did for 30 years, was travel all over India teaching Indians they had power. Less than 50,000 British were able to dominate 300 to 400 million people over the scale of time the population grew. And by Gandhi going out and teaching them, they had power. They could take action. They could do small things. They could buy Indian and not imperial. We can buy American and not Chinese, not globalist. Gandhi did that. It took him 30-plus years, but he kicked out the greatest empire the world had ever seen. And that spirit is in your soul, in your heart right now, my brother.
I wear your T-shirts everywhere I go. I wear the fascism T-shirt. I'm having some of them made up to give out to people. I tell you, everywhere I go, everything I do, I try to talk to everyone I can. And that's what I think can make a difference.
Well, you have a beautiful soul, Gary, and God bless you. I can just hear it in you, that powerful light of liberty, that energy. God bless you, my friend. Just commit and realize this is pure evil we're fighting, ladies and gentlemen, and we've got to resist them or we're going to be enslaved. Dave in Texas, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex.
Hey, Dave.
First time called into the show, I believe. I've been an outspoken critic of yours for a while, and I don't believe in everything you do, but occasionally you are correct. And I think that on this issue of censorship, you are indeed being wronged grievously to the detriment of all of us who want to have free speech in America.
Exactly. Again, you got to defend all speech or you lose your speech. And it's not just my video. There is a wave. Do you know about the 73,000 blogs that were deleted this week by the Justice?
I just heard about it. I'm going to look into it as soon as I get back home. I'm out on the road right now, but that sounds like a very serious problem.
It is, my friend. What else is on your mind, Dave?
What I want to say is that I don't agree with you on almost anything, but you still have the right to say what you want to say, and you should have that right under the Constitution. You have that right under the Constitution. It should not be infringed in any way. And I hope that enough pressure will be put on these people to change what they're doing.
God bless you, Dave. I appreciate your call. Look, go watch the Obama deception. There's still a lot of versions of it online. It's had over 25 million views conservatively online in the last year and a half, but that's on hundreds and hundreds of different video sites, thousands of different uploads. One might have 500,000 or one 1.2 million, 800,000, a million, 300,000, 100,000, 20,000, 10. I mean, it's just, I've sat there with a calculator for like an hour just typing it in to come up with 25 plus million. And I haven't done it since then, so I just say 30 million because it's been 3 or 4 months since I've done that. I don't know. It's over 25 mil. And that scares the system. That's my only point that I'm trying to get across here. And they hacked into the main director account that had the full film on YouTube with one piece, 6.5 million. And the reason they did it was the #1 search in the world, not just in Google Trends. Because our listeners did that promoting the Obama deception. They did a great job. Already when you typed in Obama, it was my video worldwide for the last month. Do you think the White House likes that when their videos are getting 300, 400, 1,000 views now? I mean, Obama was getting 500,000, a million a year and a half ago when people were buying his bull. This guy has gone from our savior to being something with a negative value like dog droppings that you've got to throw in the trash can. And it's not that Obama himself is even that bad of a person. He's a Harvard puppet reading off a teleprompter. The globalist baloney is what is as worthless as dog droppings. Let's go ahead and take another call. My point is, I'm not trying to be gross, is it's something that's not just worthless, it's something that's really bad. No one wants the system's baloney. That's why the mainstream media is falling in on itself. A few fake right-wing hosts are sustaining their ratings by posing as anti-establishment. As soon as a Republican scumbag gets in the White House, if it's not Ron Paul, they're going to sell you out just as fast as Obama did because they're bought and paid for by the same interest. And it's that paradigm that the Obama deception shatters and awakens. Monica in New York, you're on the air.
Yes. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
I just, had just a real brief. I've called before, and I've been awoken several months ago, and I mean, people have seen changes in me, and they say, what's wrong with you, and all that. But I can't celebrate certain things. Like 4th of July was not a celebration for me. I just felt like
same for me. It was more like a wake.
It really was. It was a very sad state we're in right now. But what you're doing, okay, is you are awakening people. And there's a spirit of God that is, people are praying and people know exactly how to pray. And I really want to admonish you and affirm you just to encourage you, just to keep on keeping on here, because people know when things are not right. It's in the spirit. It's not something that you have to see in a visual.
It is. It's your gut. It's your discernment, and then you go look at the facts and the worldly data after your discernment. But, I mean, our discernment, don't you just feel the dread, the destruction, the corruption, the evil? I was...
In the 50s, my father was a fisherman and an oil man in the Gulf. He died on an oil rig, okay? He knew, prophetically, I think he knew that he wasn't supposed to go on that oil rig. And he was killed that very weekend. And I was on Grand Isles as a small child, not knowing that he had been killed.
Look, I knew when my grandmother died. I called my dad one morning, or the night before, and I said, we got to go see Mima. We haven't seen her in a few months, and she hadn't even been that sick. And I said, we got to go see her. We got to go see her. And then my dad left earlier than me, and he called me about an hour down the road, and I said, we got to see her. Is she okay? No, she just died. She just died that morning, and I knew. God bless you, Monica. Good to hear from you. But it's more than that. They're all over the news saying depression, global taxes, carbon taxes on everything you do. These carbon taxes are only on wealthy nations like Europe and the United States. It's only on us. Everything's going to go to China. The government wants you dependent on them. They're criminals. They're bad. That was Thomas Jefferson, known as a terrorist today. A caller called in earlier and said if you go to Google Trends, going back 3 years, the name Alex Jones, a year and a half, the term Obama deception, dwarfs Sean Hannity, Keith Olbermann, Rush Limbaugh, you name it. Now, the Google is a public NSA interface. It lets you see what the NSA already sees. And we'll put that up on screen. In fact, I have a document cam shot of this for PrisonPlanet.tv viewers. That is 2010. That is the last 3 months. Look at that. You combine Keith Olbermann, Sean Hannity, you can put Limbaugh in there too. I dwarf them all. Orders of magnitude bigger than the name Alex Jones. Orders of magnitude. They're not even in the same league. You can go back to last year with the Obama deception. The Obama deception is on there as well in green. It's down there right at the same level as Keith Olbermann and Sean Hannity and others. If you go back a year ago when we first launched it, look how it shoots above the name Alex Jones, Sean Hannity.